Fun fact, people who eat squirrels have better brain health than people who don't eat squirrels. It's really difficult to get raw macadamia nuts that haven't gone rancid. Sunflower seeds, gosh, what a great snack. Not. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Gut Instincts. I'm your host, Dr. Stephen Gundry, and I'm excited to embark on a culinary adventure with you today. Today, we're delving into one of nature's bite-sized powerhouses, nuts and seeds. From the crunch of almonds to the festivity of pumpkin seeds, I'm ranking these everyday foods from S to F. S stands for superfood, and F means it belongs in the trash. Before we delve into the world of these nuts and seeds, don't forget to show your support by subscribing and liking this video. Are you ready to enhance your gut health? I know I am. First up, Psyllium Seeds. Now, Psyllium Seeds is one of the best gut-boosting seeds there are. They feed friendly bacteria. They're a prebiotic fiber. And fun fact for you folks trying to follow a low FODMAP diet. These are low FODMAP, meaning that you can eat them as fiber, but you won't get that potential gas and bloating that many people associate with fiber. Psyllium seeds, superfood. How about poppy seeds? Yes, poppy seeds also contain some pretty interesting polyphenol compounds, and they're a great source of fiber, and they in general will not bother you. I have a couple of patients in my practice that poppy seeds are one of the foods they're sensitive to, so I'm a big fan of them, but not necessarily a superfood, but they get an A for most people. How about pine nuts? Those of you who have ever had pesto know that most pesto is made from pine nuts, which are the part of nuts in a pine cone. Interestingly enough, they contain some fascinating fats that have been shown to help weight loss and improve brain health. Fun fact, people in Europe who eat squirrels, yes, they do, have better brain health than people who don't eat squirrels. That's a superfood, pine nuts. Enjoy them. How about the Pili Nut? Now, this is a relatively new nut that's mostly pure saturated fat, and they're popular in the keto diet community. You have to pretty much eat them peeled because the skin is really tough. But Pili nuts are very useful in yogurts and as a snack, but be careful because of the high saturated fat content. Otherwise, they're a B. Pecans. Now, I went to medical school at Georgia, and pecan is the state nut. Pecans, for the most part, are really good, but fun fact, pecans actually do have a lectin that some people react to. As much as I appreciate my state of Georgia medical school, I'm giving the pecans a C. It's not your best choice. Sunflower seeds, gosh, what a great snack. Not. Sunflowers, unfortunately, are loaded with lectins, the seeds. Sorry about that. Sunflower seeds, sunflower oil, down in the F category. Don't eat them. Macadamia nuts. Now, this is actually a really super nut. Here's a couple of provisos. It's really difficult to get raw macadamia nuts that haven't gone rancid. If you see the raw macadamia nuts and they're in half, they're already rancid. Don't buy them. You're actually safer to buy them roasted, and that's what I do unless I absolutely know the grower and can get them whole. This contains a really interesting omega-7 fat that has been shown to improve blood vessel and heart health. Macadamia nuts are a superfood with one proviso. If you really want to gain weight, eat a lot of macadamia nuts. I actually use macadamia nuts to help my really skinny patients gain weight, and they're very effective at doing that. How about chia seeds? Now, chia seeds sound like a superfood. They have short-chain omega-3 fatty acids, and they make a jelly-like coating when you soak them. But buyer beware. Loren Cordain, the famous professor at Colorado State, who's the father of the paleo diet, was kind enough many years ago when I was praising chia seeds to send me a couple of papers in human studies showing that chia seeds increased inflammation in the subjects despite the fact that their omega-3 levels went up. Chia seeds have a lectin that causes this. You're much better off using basil seeds. They'll act the exact same way. You can substitute them in every chia seed recipe, but chia seeds get an F. How about sesame seeds? Sesame seeds are actually quite safe for most people, but I have maybe more than a few patients that are sensitive to sesame seeds. So I'm going to put them down with pecans. Most people can have it without a problem. Chestnuts. Chestnuts are fabulous for you. They have so much prebiotic fiber. No wonder they're prized in Europe, and no wonder chestnut flour is really a great alternative baking flour. So chestnuts are a superfood. Walnuts. What can you say about walnuts? Walnuts have a great deal of alpha-linolenic acid, the omega-3 fat. Yes, they do have the omega-6 fat, the linoleic acid. On the whole, walnuts have been shown to boost heart health, to boost brain health, to improve blood flow. So walnuts get their reputation as a superfood. Almonds. Now here's the problem. Almonds have a lectin in the peel. Almonds frequently pop up as one of the most sensitive foods in their diet. Unfortunately, almond with a skin is a no-no. If you can find blanched almonds like Marcona, that ups them a little bit, but I'm going to give them a D, but only if you get peeled like Marcona or blanched almonds. Brazil nuts. Brazil nuts are great for you. They're loaded with selenium, but be careful. 3 Brazil nuts a day give you all the selenium you need for 24 hours. So this is not a snacking nut. This is a way to deliver selenium to you. So please do not have handfuls of Brazil nuts. So I'm putting them in the B category. Cashews. First of all, who doesn't love cashews? Unfortunately, they're not a nut. They're part of the poison ivy family. Believe it or not, the natives pick the cashew fruit, tear the cashew nut off the bottom of the fruit, eat the fruit, and of course now they're really smart. They send the poison stuff to us. Also, people who pick cashews for a living burn their hands because it's poison ivy. That's an F. Sorry. And please, cashew milk, if you like drinking poison ivy, knock your socks off. Flax seeds. Flax seeds are another superfood. They contain mostly pure alpha-linolenic acid, that wonderful omega-3 fat. And they have lignans, which also help, believe it or not, blocking endocrine disrupting chemicals. Third, the hull of the flaxseed is a really great prebiotic that your gut buddies love. The problem is you can't digest a whole flaxseed. And I get a real kick out of seeing these whole flaxseed crackers, which you can't digest. Buy the flax seeds whole, grind them in a coffee grinder or spice grinder, and pour them in your salads, pour them in your smoothie, pour them in your drink, pour them on your goat or coconut or sheep yogurt. Plain, please. Or buy them ground out of the refrigerator section and keep them in the refrigerator because they go rancid very quickly. A superfood if ever there was one. Pistachios. Pistachios have the highest melatonin content of any food. Melatonin is the most important antioxidant in our mitochondria. Get yourself some pistachio nuts. I have them every day. Do me a favor, buy them in the shell. It will slow you down. It's wonderful to see all these shelled pistachios, but you'll eat them by the handful and your waistline will pay for it. I don't have any more room in the superfoods, but it's also an S for superfood. Tiger nuts. So tiger nuts are actually a tuber, and there's evidence that ancient humans actually lived on tiger nuts as a big food supply. They're great as a flour. They're interesting as a snack. Please, please, please buy peeled tiger nuts. Otherwise, you will break a tooth. But tiger nuts feed friendly bacteria. They get an A. Pumpkin seeds. Who doesn't love pumpkin seeds, particularly at Halloween? Pumpkin seeds, unfortunately, are loaded with lectins. They join the notorious F list. Hazelnuts. There's no wonder that when I'm in Europe, hazelnuts substitute for almonds. Yes, there are almonds over in Europe, but hazelnuts always are used instead of almonds. Why? Because they're a much better nut for you, and the skin actually is loaded with polyphenols. So hazelnuts are right up there in the A category. Let's finish with peanuts. Peanuts are not a nut. They're a legume. They're a bean. A study years ago showed that 95% of human beings carry an antibody to the peanut lectin. And that's why they're so dangerous. Please don't come near peanuts joining the notorious F list. And that is my gut instinct. That wraps up another insightful episode of Gut Instincts. I hope you enjoyed exploring the world of nuts and seeds with me today. Let me know in the comments what your favorite nut is. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like this video if you learned something new. Remember, eat smart, feel great. I'm Dr. Gundry, and I'll see you in the next video.